In this video, we will show how iRig Keys I/O works right out of the box to control virtual instruments from IK Multimedia. When you start up iRig Keys I/O for the first time, the factory preset which loads by default is designed to work seamlessly with IK Multimedia virtual instruments like SampleTank 3 and Miroslav Philharmonic 2. For this example, we will look at SampleTank 3. First, launch SampleTank 3. Rotate the Data knob and scroll between the folders in the SampleTank 3 library. Press the Data knob to open folders, subfolders, and to load an instrument. Play the keyboard on iRig Keys I/O to trigger notes of the loaded instrument in SampleTank 3. Slide your finger on the touch-sensitive pitch control up and down to change the pitch of the loaded instrument. Slide your finger on the touch-sensitive mod control up and down to control the amount of vibrato or tremolo of the loaded instrument. If you need to play notes higher or lower than the range of the loaded sound in SampleTank 3, press the octave up or down buttons to shift the range of the keyboard an octave at a time. Press the program buttons up and down to browse and load program multis according to the current live set preset loaded in SampleTank 3. Rotate knobs 1 through 4 on iRig Keys I/O to control the first 4 macro controls of SampleTank 3. As soon as you touch a knob, its value will be displayed. To access macro controls 5 through 8 on your iRig Keys I/O, press the Alt button on the left side of the display. Then controls 1 through 4 become the controls for macros 5 through 8 in SampleTank 3. The pads on iRig Keys I/O can trigger drum kit samples loaded into Part 10 of SampleTank 3. If you want to trigger sounds on another part using the pads, you will have to change the MIDI channel from the factory default setting of channel 10 to the part you want to play. For example, if you want to trigger sounds on Part 1, you will need to change the pads to MIDI channel 1. First, press the Alt button and then the Edit button. Rotate the Data knob until the display shows Pre, then push the Data knob to confirm. Rotate the Data knob until the display says Pad, which means you want to modify a setting relative to the drum pads. The display now shows CH, which means you will be modifying the MIDI channel for all drum pads. Now you can play the pads to trigger notes on Part 1 within SampleTank 3. The same set of features applies in the same fashion for Miroslav Philharmonic 2.